All right, I think I'm here for whomever has happened to watch. So welcome back to the old stream. I haven't done this in a couple of months. Part of it is just I haven't had the time. Other part is that I am sort of running out of content, at least ready content. So we're doing a little non-standard stream today. This stream is a group of photos. One of my friends, my tower friends, sent me in 2005. These are just like those Aurora photos that I went through some point last year. These are photos he sent me from a trip on the Empire Builder and Amtrak Cascades. I think that he went out from west to east, but I'm not entirely sure. But that's the way that the photos are currently ordered in. They're interesting because he got a cab ride from Portland to Seattle. So they have a lot of good head-end photos of the signaling back then. Unfortunately, the quality is a little hit or miss. It's what you got from the scans. I don't have the originals. But I figured that I might as well go through. I'm not gonna the quality of the photos isn't something I can really work with in terms of, hey, I'm going to edit these. They're coming in at about 300K. You can see they're a little fuzzy. They're not great, but it's still something that I'd like to get out and make available to people, especially via on a Google search. So I'm just going to sit here, go through them. There's about 300 or so. I'm not going to do 300 today. I'm going to go till about 11 or so, and then I'll be back. Who knows when? I'll be back at least maybe for the Thanksgiving holiday, and I'll finish them up then. But we're going to see how many I can get done, and then I'll come back next time. I will have normal streaming content for the entire Thanksgiving week. So that'll be Monday night through Friday night, Black Friday. Maybe with the exception of Thanksgiving Day. I don't know, but I'll announce my Thanksgiving schedule. You can check the community tab or whatever that is. So I want to thank you, anyone who still remembers me, even though, again, I can't remember when I streamed last, but I think it was a couple months ago. I've mainly been home for a lot of one-nighters with not a lot of time, so I didn't really try to cram it in, but I figured that today was a little bit of a quiet night, so I might as well get going. So again, I apologize if I'm not entirely familiar with the content or what's going to appear here. I have a BNSF employee timetable from 2009. I have BNSF roster, and I have my own photos from the Cascade Corridor from 2014. Although there's a giant chunk missing where I got lunch, so there's a good 90 minutes or so missing from the middle of the Cascade Corridor, from about milepost 82 through Vancouver. All right, let's give this a go here, and let's see what fun we can have. All right, so we're getting in the TARDIS. We're going back in time to 2005. And what I'm going to just be doing is basically. So my friend is he's renamed these. So he was on train 506, I guess, but. His renaming scheme is terrible. He has parens in his photos. It's not great. So I just made a quick copy of these. I'm not going to destroy his original photos or his original file names. And or at least I hope not. What am I doing here? Okay, wait, hold on. This is my attempt to set this up. Might have failed. Yeah, hold on. How did I not do this right? Okay. Sorry about that. Just get these in the right order, and we can go from there. Oh, it did the thing again. All right, 1 second. Hold on. Don't worry. All right, that's for the best. Hold on. Let's do this again. Oh, come on. All right, see that? Yeah, it's okay. You just missed me, with all the crazy stuff on my desktop there. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let me just get this back to where it needs to be. Thought I had this all set up, and I didn't. All right, here we go. All right, you got that? Okay, cool. All right. So, like I said, this is 2005. This is when they were using all the Talgo sets. Now they've scrapped a lot of them for reasons. So here we have. This is when this stuff was still relatively new. I forget when it was brought online in the late 90s. So here we have Amtrak. This is your cabbage car 9340. So what Amtrak did when they did their cabbage car program with the F40s. Is the way you can tell them, they took the F40s, which were numbered in the low numbers, just like they would with the current P42s in the 0 through whatever. I think about they had the normal 400 though. They just put 90 in front of them, so 9340 was F40 PH number 340. Makes it kind of easy that way. So 9230 would be, just like before, would be former F40 PH number 230. I was in Portland once in 2014. 1 second. So this is actually interesting. It's train 506. So I'm gonna preserve that in the photo, and the other one was train 504. There we go. Who's that? That's 9340 again. So that's train 506 again. As I get through these, I wish that these were scanned at a nicer thing, but it's what you're gonna get. This one's just 9320, or sorry, 9530. Come on, there we go. Oh, these are whatever-y. So this is the same. So again, he's labeled them with their train number instead of the cabbage car number. The cabbage car numbers in this case being 9340 and 9230. So I just need to replicate that here. Here at the Portland station. So here's an interesting thing for all the people. This gets into one of my primary beefs on European equipment. Now, unfortunately, I've never been inside a Cascades Corridor Talgo set, and I guess I won't for at least the Talgo 6s. I think the 8s are still in service. And I don't know. Oh, this is business class. Okay, but this is still one of the issues that you're going to see with the. Unfortunately, with the new Charger cars, at least on Midwest service, in that you have wide aisles, maybe they're ADA compatible, maybe they're not, but you basically have all aisle and no seat. And in this case, you got business class service, and it's 2+1 seating, which is not bad, but you're really these are barely even Amfleet width, and I'm betting the Charger's going to have the same problem. So it's great if you're in a wheelchair, but not great if you're not in a wheelchair. Also interesting with the airline style CRT monitors coming out of the roof. I don't know what numbers. I can't see a ceiling number. Oh, see, they're all 3+2. They're all 2+1 seating. Okay, great. I don't have to complain about the ADA. I can complain about just European coaching stock in general. I mean, the whole thing of U.S. rail gauge is that you can have American-sized seats and have 2+2, whereas in the U.K. an American-sized Amfleet or whatever seat's going to be effectively a first-class seat in a 2+1 configuration. So when these Talgos came over, even though they're on North American loading gauge, they kept those 2+1 seating configurations. So how am I going to do this? Let's see here. I'll do it by train. I'm going to say it's train 506. So then we have a rearward photo. I wonder if the those CRTs were replaced at any point. Like those would have been ritzy. Those would have been interesting for the '90s, but really not anything that you'd want to keep into the 2000s. One other forward-looking thing. Here we are in the cafe. I would have loved to have gotten on this. One of my friends did the Cascades, but I've only been out there once. Actually, I've been out to the Pacific Northwest 3 times. Once for the Builder, once for the Coast Starlight, and once as an overnight stay. Or actually, I went 2 overnight stays and go to Mount Rainier. Oh, fug. What do you call the place where they serve you stuff in a cafe car? The bar? The cafe? It's called the service area. Yeah, I guess that's going to be your register. Sorry if whatever here. That's a nice, interesting touchscreen register for 2005. I mean, I guess that's they had a lot of those then. Here we have the windows. Here we have the coffee machine. And here we have the eating area. Plus, oh, see, they have bar seating. That's pretty neat. And booths. And this is coach. So, and again, I don't have a car number. I can't read it because the quality is too low. Oh, see, now the coach is 2+2. So what is this? Is this business class? This is confusing now. Looks like see, I think that's business. No, this is business class because the green seats. Yeah, got me. So I guess some of the coaches have 2+1, and others have 2+2. Okay, and here we are. We have our Portland Union Station. Let me just pull up my map here. Oh, we got stuff here. Yeah, but I think that the business class is a different interior. I think that there's actual coaches, and he labeled them coach in the original photo labels. So I think that some of the coaches 2+1. Yeah, I wish I'd gone in them more when I was there. But again, I had a ticket on the Coast Starlight, so I really only popped into one of those cars briefly. Portland's a very oddball city in that it's not like, let's say, hey, you think of Portland and you're going to think of, if you were like, where am I going to build a city? Well, my downtown would be right on the Columbia River, but that's not really correct. The downtown Portland's actually inbound on the Willamette River. That's sort of what is the confusing part. So when you look at the metro area, you're always just going to be like, well, I thought the downtown would be along the main river, and it's not. It's sort of down here, and then it's unequally distributed. It's that sort of West Coast U.S., hey, everything's going to be a single-family house type of thing. So I guess this is your downtown. And everything's really nicely, like, what's all these square buildings? Like, everything's a perfect square. Whatever. Okay, so there's your Union Station. Beautiful. I said I have been there. Actually, when I was on the Cascades, we stopped there for a while because we were being bustituted between Portland and Eugene. So we were in the station, but I didn't get really a chance to wander because there were because it was going to be a mad scramble to get on the bus. Okay, I'm just trying to get the what angle. So is this north-south? Yes. Okay. So this is going to be southbound. I guess that's the front. Yeah, southbound angle. Oh, here we have Amtrak 162. It's an interesting thing that despite the Talgo sets... Oh, so this is Empire Builder. This is 162 on the Builder. Wait, this isn't the Empire Builder. The Empire Builder is... Oh! Huh, that's right. The Empire Builder does go to Portland. But it's that weird Portland section of the Empire Builder. Alright, whatever. He does go to Seattle. I did not make we do get up to... So I guess what he did was he took the Builder to Portland... Then he went up to Seattle via the Cascades. Okay, here we go. So this is 506 with your F40 F59PH. That's the interesting thing. It's like, these were brand new in the mid 90s. Then suddenly they're retiring them for those damn Chargers. And I'm like, why are they getting rid of all those? Those are brand new. And I was like, wait a minute, they're not brand new. They're 20 years old, and that's about how long a diesel gets until you need a rebuild or something else. So I just figured that maybe Amtrak wanted something else. And honestly, they probably would want something a little bit better because these were only 32. That's the odd thing. It's like you're the 1990s. You're the 1990. You're EMD in the 90s, and you're gonna go make. Your last big hit was the F40, and it's time for a brand new engine, and it's going to be a 710, and what are you going to do? Well, let's just make a slightly more powerful F40. These only had, I think these had a pony engine. So again, these only had 3,200 horsepower, which is effectively the same as the later. They upgraded the later F40s to 3,200. So these are making. They're going to be more efficient. They got this 12 cylinders, not 16. But again, you're only going to have 30. That's not a lot. It's not a lot of horsepower there. I think they did have a pony engine, so they're going to be able to get all 3,200. But this should have definitely been. I think that the F59 series these should have been F60s, with a full V16 in them. But they weren't. And now, unfortunately, I think that all of these are hitting the road. Who is that other engine behind him? No, I can't see. Wait, yes, I can. I can barely see that, but I think that looks like 35. I'm calling it 35 because it doesn't matter. I wish I could rotate these a little bit, but these are just the quality on the resolution on these photos is way too low for me to do that. 162 plus 35, I guess. If I don't put the extension, these file viewing programs, they don't auto extend it for you. So this is where I can see the entire train. So this is where I'll note that it's train 27. That looks like the old freight house. Oh. Oh no, that's the steam plant. That's not the freight house. That's the steam plant. If the giant chimney doesn't give it away, that just a lot of these stations were going to have their own ability, their own powerhouses when they were built back in the day before you had either district heating or mains power. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he would just label these things as like Union Station, Portland, number 5. I'm like, nope, you get a little bit more than that. There we go. Here's 466. I'm wondering if that's the end of 27. I guess it probably is. Oh wait, that's 468. So this is going to be at the end of 504. So this is going to be 468 plus train 504 plus the train 27 end at Portland. Oh, that's another interesting thing. You look down from above, and it's like, oh, wow, Portland Station's got this cool concourse. Wow, how modern. And then you go cut the thing. It's like, nah, it's a shed. You walk across the tracks. Get moving. The platforms are long enough, it looks like, that they use these for, these covered stations are immense. Holy moly. Look at that. Yeah, you could have like a 30-car train on that thing. I mean, I could freaking do a distance measure and see how long that is. The platform at Portland, come on. The platform at Portland is 1,900 feet. So that's well over a quarter mile. Pretty cool. All right. Where was I? All right. I don't know where this is from, but it looks like it got on the roof or something up here. I feel like some of these don't matter. I'm gonna just cancel that one. So I have backup copies. I just copied the photos out, so I'm not running into the main category of photo here. So this is the same thing here. Just what's going on? All right, we're back. Just above. Oh, was that right? Was the number actually 35? Why does this thing keep locking up? Is that 95? Or 96? Looks like 95. Alright. I'm going to have to change that around. And I think that's 466. Oh man, this is not level, but whatever. You got the concourse plus 96 plus 100 and what was that number? 162. And then it was, what, 466? Yeah. And we have the same thing, just wider. It's always fun. And, oh God. Okay. Who took this photo? This is terrible. You're gone. Okay, here we have VI Tower. This was actually opened up through the late 90s. It closed around sometime in 96, 97, 98. I remember when that actually closed. It was in the late 90s when I was on forums and stuff, and that was announced that it was closing. Interestingly enough, it looks like they didn't re-signal it, as in they didn't replace the signals. But there was a GRS pistol grip machine in there. Now this is where I don't know my Portland station track numbering. Oh. Whatever. And I do not know what that is, so let's go to the map. So VI Tower is located right down there. Looks like they've put some Max light rail in behind it. And it's nice that they've kept it. It is arguably preserved, but I don't know to what extent. Okay, what am I looking at here? Wow, it looks like the Max actually isn't there in this pic. This predates it. I wonder if that got knocked down. Well, we can find out. Oh, there it is. Right there. Huh. Well, whatever it is, it was made in 1913. Maybe if I go back in time on Street View. Nope, even as far back as 2009. That's there. I mean, Google's not being helpful. I think that's just an outbuilding. Alright. Not really a... Nah. I saw what I got coming here, so we have another oh, okay. there was some interesting web pages and stuff on VI Tower. Let's cut to my North American interlockings page to see if I can pull up some VI Tower things. Oregon. Oh, I'm sorry, it's VC Tower. There we go. I gotta change those around. Nah, nothing. VI Towers in Connellsville. Let's gotta make those quick changes. There we go. Yeah, there's around. There used to be a good source of what that was like when it was open. It had a whole like just description of the tower, the operations in there. It was a very for its day, it was a pioneering like interlocking tower site on the web. Oh my God, what is up with this? There it goes. Stupid clock tower. Ugh. What the? It's like some of these photos are like duplicates. Oopsies. It's northbound. Okay. That's the Willamette, the bridge. What is this? This is a oh my God. Like I said, I did not really. Oh, the steel bridge. That's what they call it. Okay. Cool. Where does this go? This goes down to Vancouver. What sub is it after the Vancouver? They should be able to tell me something. It is the... Oh, it goes over to UP. Huh, it's interesting. Go away. Alright, that's scenic. I need Seattle sub. Okay. I'll just list this under Portland station stuff. Oh, what the hell is this? Is that the steam plant? Oh, it looks like it is. Okay. Oh, these photos are of dubious quality. This is why I wasn't going to come in here and try to edit them all. I just don't have enough resolution to work with. But at least if I can, you put them under the common naming convention, I can put them online and people can Google search them more effectively. It says 466 plus 468. Okay, finally we're on the road. Wow, look at all the stuff. Like everything's still, nothing's in that gnarly pumpkin orange anymore. See, this is what I don't get. So hold on, I'm gonna go to my photos because I do have this stuff now. So I have everything down to the point where we pulled into Portland Station. So yeah, here we are. It's under the BNSF Fallbridge sub is the words I am looking for. So where is this with that triple signal bridge? And I bet it's this guy. Yeah, that's him. So that is Fall Bridge sub, the Willbridge eastbound signal gantry. All right, there we go. Track 1 is approach. See, I've done all my work ahead of time now that we're on the road. So here we have a ATSF 2210. It's probably a GP39 of some sort. Let's see. Yeah, it's a GP38U, which is probably something that's been converted at some point. The BNSF 2210. So it looks like that was rebuilt into a GP39-3 currently, but back in 20 years ago it was a GP39U. That probably was a rebuilt something. That's what they would. That's like you take a GP35. You take the major issue you had with those late model EMD 567 engines, specifically the GP30 and the GP35s, is that those turbos weren't the most reliable. So to really get that high horsepower out of the 567 engine, what you could do is you could just go and drop in 645 power assemblies and pull off the turbo and immediately like turn it into a GP38 or a GP30, like the equivalent of that, without having to do any major rebuilds to it. So anyway. One second. This is diverging clear. We're in the West Coast now. Here we go. Same thing. Track 1, medium. Oops, sorry. Diverging, clear. Next, this is so the neat part is that a lot of this that I was there, it had been resignaled, but by the time when these photos were taken, it had not. So so for example, this is BNSF Bridge 5.1, but in today you're coming around and you've got when they resignal it, they put some standoff distance here. They got this. Signal cantilever here. But back in 2005, the signals were right up on the bridge. So this is what I always have to figure out, like what is track 1 and etc. So hold on one second. Here it is. Come on. I just need something with a track number. St. John's. Bridge 8.8. Track 2, I'm pretty sure. No, it's track 1, sorry. Then why do I have this as track 1? Oh, no, you're right. Okay, I got it now. Okay, so it's going to be track 2 is displaying a clear here, bridge 5.1. 5.1. Oh, yeah, this is east-west, I guess. Wait, this isn't eastbound? What? How can this be eastbound? Fallbridge sub. Oh, wow. This is eastbound. That's crazy because it loops around. So we're literally going like, well, actually going north, but yeah, this is eastbound. All right. I was right. Okay. Track 2 clear. Okay, here we go. What bridge is that? So for anyone who's wondering, we've left Portland. You come up, you cross. This is Bridge 5.1 is right there, and the bridge we're seeing here is the St. John's Bridge, one of those Depression era suspension bridges. They built them all up and down the West Coast, like the Coos River, the Coos Bay Bridge, and like the Astoria Bridge. You've seen pictures of them. Okay. Another photo of the St. John's Bridge. And here we are in this coming through the cut. Where is a picture here? So there's the let's subtract a couple of tenths of a mile off of that. Let's say 5.6. Come on. So this is nice because you can have these Great Northern. These are mass, but they're GRS type E's. The typical ones you'd see on the Southern or GRDW or what NJT put on the Lackawanna in 1983. It's like Model D or Model E. They're the modular type, but no Darth Vader hoods. They're all made of steel or cast iron. This is going to be this looks like East St. John's. But I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's try to see what is that. There's like this railroad that goes straight through that. Okay, there's the cut. There it is, right there. Okay, so it's after this truss bridge. So it's not East St. John's. It's not that guy. Right here. There it is. Yeah, and see, these aren't Darths, but they have been resignaled, so I'm almost positive these are going to be safe train module, whatever those CL20s. Not that anybody cares. But whatever it is, they had nice three-headed monsters back in the day. EMAS track 2 clear. Nice. Oh, what the hell? So this is the other end of it. So this would be. So that's interesting, though. They did keep this arrangement where you had a back-to-back and oh, they're not they're not CL20s. Those are USNS modulars. You don't see those around. Boy, that's cool. I mean, they're not that exciting, but that's what they are. So this is West Portland interlocking. But the next, but it's back-to-back with bridge 8.8, and you can see those derails. So here's the back-to-back home signals. I wonder if I marked all these. Some of these interlockings I actually did tag, but I can't remember. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Here we have ATSF number 2959. This is another GP39-3 rebuild, currently numbered number 2653. If there's any information on that, BNSF GP39-3 rebuild. Oh man, they're rebuilding all their old GP35s. Blah, 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 rebuilding, new numbers. Nah, thank you. Trains forums are bad. Do we have any rebuilt? Nah, it looks like people just put down the new numbering arrangement, but I guess they've just been rebuilt in some variety of fashions. 2959 North Portland. Here we have, we're crossed over at Vancouver. So here we have 3120. Whole bunch of 3120s here. That's a Burlington Northern 3920. Am I getting this right? Am I saying that right? No, 3120. It's not 39. Yeah, I can't tell what these are. So this is going to be in Vancouver. Oh, sweet. Yeah, here's a legit GP30 rebuild. Again, BN was really into this sort of thing, where they take out that unreliable 567D turbo, and they often would be able to keep the horsepower just by putting in those 645 assemblies. So here I have 2827. Yeah, it's a GP39-3 right now. XBN GP39M. That was another one of their things. Reading and Northern has a couple of like GP39M, GP39R. Because after they ran them through the rebuild, they'd have a V16 with the 645 power assemblies, no turbo. And that would drop the horsepower down to 2,200, I believe. Or maybe they would put a turbo on it. No, then that would be 3,000. So whatever it would be, it would be in theory a GP30. It would be the same as a GP38, but maybe it was just able to get the more power because it had greater capacity. So I'm not sure why it would be a GP39 right now. But maybe EMD GP30. I think the GP30 page tells you. Maybe someone's screaming in chat. I'll check in a second. BN extensive rebuild program, blah blah blah. Own to be built. 70 units were sent to blah blah blah. They sent them all places. Rebuilding 39E, 39M, 39V. The changes included -2 electronics. So yeah, they upgraded the 567 D3s to 645s, but they were still getting 2,300 horsepower. So I don't know if they have if they're turbo or not. Typically, Western roads like the turbo because they lose power, but I'm just not. It just seems strange that they would be that when that if they took off the turbo, they should lose horsepower. I'm totally not sure because a roots blown 645 V16 is going to be a 2,000 horsepower engine. So maybe someone knows. I guess I can check the chat if anyone does. Oh, we got people. Thanks for the thanks Jessica for the info. Do you have any? Yeah, try to figure out if those BNSF GP30 rebuilds kept the turbo or were roots blown, because it just seems very odd that a roots blown GP38 with a V16 would be 2,000 horsepower, where a roots blown the same effective engine in a rebuilt GP30 would have 300 more horsepower, unless those GP38s are somehow limited, or those GPs. The GP or SD38s are limited by electronics, but that just doesn't seem right. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they did keep the turbo or got a better turbo. But then wouldn't it be just very, very, very puzzling. In that case, if they kept the turbo, they would actually be limited by the motors and electronics to the original horsepower rating of 2,250 or effectively 2,300. But yeah, it got me. That's a puzzle. Same with whatever is in those GP38-3s. It's just hard to find the original specs on that. Okay, so anyway, here we have BNSF 2827, and then behind it 2270. 2827 plus BNSF 2270. It's all in Vancouver. Picture of 90340 or 9340 at Vancouver. Don't know why it's stopping there for so long. And here we go. I should be able to cover this with my photos. Because... or not. Yeah, that's got to be that one. So this has got to be Vancouver Center, the westbound cantilever. So BNSF Vancouver Center. I'm putting this. So whenever just for anybody who cares, whenever I have an interlocking that's like on the border of two subdivisions, I won't put the subdivision in the file name. For the record, Vancouver Center is there. Well, that's pretty complicated too. And there used to be a pretty famous signal cantilever with a searchlight cantilever right here at the end. I remember when that got re-signaled. There's a bunch of diamonds, and I'm pretty positive that is the successor to this signal here. That's a beautiful cantilever base, really nice. It's such a damn shame that they blew these up. Man, it would have taken just a few a few different things in history to have that be, to go LED, to have this country have gone LED cantilevers. Sorry, LED searchlights instead of the modular color lights. Here we have one of the C40-8Ws, number 573. When I took the train on the Builder in 2011, and then mainly the Builder in 2011, you would still see quite a few BNSF, ATSF war bonnets out there. 573. Oh, they're gone. Womp womp. Oh no, that's a B40-8W. Nice. Oh wow. Yeah, XATFS ATSF. Looks like they would have been up to something. Something scrapped. 560. It was they were released. Okay, so this would have been leased. But there we go. That's a nice catch. Looked a little short for a 6-axle. Man, it's such a shame that the high horsepower, the 4K horsepower 4-axles never really took off. 573. Oops, that's not BNSF, that's an ATSF paint scheme. Oh, come on. And this isn't even an interlocking. Oh, God. Oh, this is where I don't know what things are. Oh, crap. Well, I can find the location. And I can estimate where it is. Or can I? Oh, I know where that is. I mean, I know better where that is. That's within the yard. I think. Because I can see that track coming in from the side. No, it's got trees and stuff around it. Yeah, it can't be anywhere in here. I say it looks like it's that, but that's the wrong direction. See, but over here it's 2 tracks. Oh boy. Oh boy. Or maybe it was in here and they've just built a bunch. See, there's that overpass bridge. That could just be all new construction. Yeah, I bet that used to be there. And that's just new construction. Yeah, trees and stuff that aren't there anymore. And it got me. I said if only I could read that number on the number plate, and I just can't. So let's see. I'm in the Fall Bridge. I go back to the Seattle sub. Scenic, Seattle. Yeah, the music without the train sets. What are they gonna do with all those like extra fast tilting speeds they got down there. Okay. Vancouver. $135 would be 39th Street for those, whatever the 39th Street crossovers. Yeah, it looks like 130 something, like the 134 automatics. Yeah, that would make sense. It'd be the 134s. All right, I'm going to go 134 automatic. Track 1 clear. Yeah, because this is where I don't have... I went to lunch. So I don't have photos between like milepost 80 and milepost 134. I was only on this route once, but there we go. Seattle sub 134 northbound, track 1 mast clear. Track 1 mast clear. So I don't know how he got a cab ride. Oh, he works for Amtrak, so that's how he got a cab ride. And this would be at the far end of the yard. There's the bridge. So, God, this is just such a bad photo. The next one up was going to be, it looks like this is Fruit Valley. Anything saying that in there, but I'm pretty sure that's Fruit Valley. Can't really see, but pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah, it would have been right there. And there's the bridge. Yep. This looks like just the end of the yard. Could this be Rye Junction? Oh, God. I have like all these. So I gotta find a stopping point. So I've been at this for about an hour here. So I might just call this a pause right now since I've been doing this for about an hour. I was gonna hit this up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna call this for a night for now. I'll figure out when to do. How many have we done? Oh, we've only done it. We've done about 50. I really want to get more though. So let me see how many more I can do. I definitely didn't want to just be 50 a night, just renaming things. Shoot. Yeah, Cascade Corridor. Oh, you know what? The guy who does Red Over Yellow, where I'm hosting all my stuff, he's got historic photos of this stuff. First off, let's see how far back I can go. On this. So 2007. Get back to about 2007. No. Keep me on the damn bridge. 2007. There. Yeah, it's too low. The resolution's just not great. But I can go to the Red Over Yellow, whatever. He's got stuff. I'm pretty sure he has Cascade Corridor. So let's go check that out. I can use all the resources today. Photography. Wait, signal photos. Complete collections. Seattle to Everett. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. I guess he didn't get south of Seattle. Damn. Newark to Elmhurst. Yeah, no, only Seattle to Everett. Crap. So that bridge, though, is not the one I'm looking at. So this bridge here is angled and, well, it's kind of white. Just trying to match things up here. Yeah, that tree I think matches up, and those have been clear cut. But yeah, this is the right bridge. I just don't know what milepost or like what junction this is. I think that this is Rye Junction because there's no crossovers. So this will be Rye Junction. All right, let's just go for that. Because 39th Street would be 5 miles. All right, let's just do another quick check on something. I'm sorry to hit this. This is sort of, I know this is dull. Clear. It's 0.7. See, that would be, where would those crossovers be? See, this is like you have crossovers at 133.5, Rye Junction at 133.0, but see, I'm not even sure that's, yeah, is that even an interlocking? I hate these timetables. They're so unhelpful. And then another crossover at 132.5. And then another crossover at 130.7, and then finally you go 5 miles before a crossover. I think this has to be Fruit Valley. And what am I looking at? So, no, Fruit Valley is the one that's down the way. So this has to be Rye Junction. That's what's only on one track. All right, so I'm just going to go with Rye Junction at this point. Northbound. Okay. I don't do these. So here we have something. That's the next one after Rye Junction is Vancouver North. That's going to be the crossover. So that's right there. So that's immediately north of it. And you have... Sorry. Yeah, that's Vancouver North. And that's not really in a forest or anything. So I'm betting that this one here is going to be... Felida. Felida. Wait. Yeah, at 130.7. Almost. That's almost sure that's what that's going to be. See, it's sort of got that trapped in the forest vibe. There it is. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to tell. So there's a crossing. You can't really tell. I'm going to assume this is that. At what number did I say that was? 130.7. There was there's a permanent speed restriction. 130.7. Then what's the next one? It could be Ridgefield South at 123. And it's called Philida. Oh, let me see if anyone's yelling at me in the chat. All right. Track 1. Oh, hold on. It's northbound, Mass, track 1, clear. We'll see if I get proven wrong. Okay, so back to interesting things. The West is very interesting compared to the East Coast, just because the density of main lines, because it was developed far later. The amount of actual like main lines, and you don't have all these parallel railroads. So BNSF and UP actually share this line between Portland and Seattle. It would have been nice, like for capacity, it would have been nice if you had a Great Northern line next to a Western Pacific line, but it didn't shake out that way. So you'll see Union Pacific stuff up here. Also interesting, here we have a Jeep, number 2855, leading a double stack container train as road power today. Here we have another one. Looks like a SD70 Mac, number something. Oh god, I can't even see what that is. Does he actually say what it is? Nah. It just looks like 4 something 1 or 9. This is so tough. First off, what's north of this area? I need like a name of a town. Oh, that is Philida. Okay, yeah, that's right. That one's there. So at least that's what that is. Oh, Ridgefield is probably the next one. Okay, so whatever. I'll just put this as Union Pacific 40XX. Interesting that you have 2 stack trains following right at one after each other going up here. All right, here's the next one. So let's just do some deduction here. We have Ridgefield South. We have Woodland. This looks like CP 111 because this is new. All right, so this is one of those things where it's like I bet I'm off by 1. I bet that wasn't Philida. I bet that was Ridgefield South. Okay, there's the truss bridge. There's that new interlocking. Yeah, you can see the retaining wall. So that's CP 111. There's the truss bridge. And the next one would then be Woodland at milepost 118. But see, I'm already in Ridgefield. Nah, maybe this is Woodland. Okay, so I'm not. Okay, so this is Woodland. This is Ridgefield South. All right, good to know. Ridgefield South. I love these. Oh, I'm so angry that I never got to see. These are just beautiful cantilevers and everything. This is one of those things that I always thought that, like, man, that's all CTC. It's good to go. Why would railroads ever want to spend money to change that stuff up? I can't see what that number plate is, but I'm guessing it's about 2 miles south of Woodland, which is 118. So this is probably going to be like milepost, some milepost signal, the milepost 120. 120 northbound masts, track 1 clear. This is, what bridge is this? The Lewis River. And that is, what I call, milepost 112? Yeah, about milepost 112. If I hadn't gone to lunch, I would have all these. I would have all of these locations marked out accurately. Oh, sorry, not 112. 118, 119. This is Woodland. And then this is 2 below Woodland at milepost 116. So the reason I was able to figure that out is because I could kind of see these. If that was a CP 111, this wouldn't be 1 1 and what looks like a 6. So that's how I was able to decode all that. So this is 116 track northbound masts, track 1 clear. And we should be, there's this bridge, that's where it's going under I-5. Oh, cool. I can get a reading on that. So I can do a street view to these signals, which is milepost. Yep, 1156, which is the same ones right here. So then that means, like, I was right on that. So this is going to be Woodland at milepost 1183. Then the previous signal was add 2 miles to that, 1120. And that would have been in between that and the town of Ridgefield, and then we have a Ridgefield South. And I think that this would then be Ridgefield. Like I said, 120, that's Ridgefield South, and I just don't have, I don't know if this is Philida or not. So I think it is, though. But I think, so the one I'm missing would be Ridgefield. No, that North Vancouver Junction. Yeah, this doesn't look like a junction. All right. So this is like milepost 114 or thereabouts, which would be the I-5 bridge. Now we have Amtrak. Here's a Coast Starlight. I just can't read the number on that guy. Oh, damn it. I'll just call it Train 11. So this is where we go in. We're coming. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. Look, the route goes right down the middle of I-5. Would you look at that? That's crazy. It's literally in the median strip. I mean, I guess the railroad was there first, but yeah, it's approximately woodland. So, oh wow, like we're actually going north. See, this is what those things I forget. You go north along the Columbia River. You think you're going, you know, when you go north out of Portland, you think you're cutting cross country, but you actually follow the Columbia River north. So you see, you learn a few things. All right, 1 second. So this, I bet, is what got turned into this milepost 111 interlocking that was there in 2009, but is not there in 2005. So the question is, can I find it? Yes, it would have been right there with it because there's a defect detector at these masts. So let's see if Street View can save me again. So there's the defect detector. I can just go look up the defect. There it is. Look. Boom, Street View saved me. In 2008, they're still there. 2012, they're still there. The 113 masts. When do those go away? They're gone in 2014. Wow. Those are SL searchlights. Those are GRS. All right. I wonder if that's an approach or an approach medium. Oh, yeah, that's an approach medium. So, neat thing on BNSF, mainly seen on the the Great Northern portion, you would have flashing yellow for approach medium, which could be used for both a 4-block signaling system or for diverging. So you didn't need that second head. That's very fascinating that they would go that way. Probably something they did in the CTC era when you had a lot more diverging moves. So this is going to be 113. Northbound, track 1, advance approach. Oh, sorry. App medium, plus hotbox, dragging equipment detector. Got it. And then this would be Longview Junction. Wait, no, it would have to be. No, this would have to be CP111, I guess. I don't know why that doesn't have a name. Yeah, there it is. Check it. Yep, there's a little road that comes in. Huh, that's weird. There's all this stuff that's just not quite matching up. It's like they just slightly moved that interlocking like right up a little bit. Probably because they wanted to serve this, whatever this facility was. Yeah, there's Kalama. So I'm betting that old CP11 was moved and used to be something different. And the old one would have been right there. So if I go to terrain, yeah, there's cuts all in there. So that's exactly what I'm seeing in the photo, but I have no idea what this would have been under the original, because I don't have the doohickey for that. Yeah, he comes in right there. There's your. That's got to be where the access road is in the cut. So not sure what that would be. Yeah, well, I guess it's the CP111 now. All right, I'm about good for now. So sorry to keep going so long here. I just wanted to get a little bit more done. I'll come back to this at an appropriate time, probably during Thanksgiving. I hope that you guys weren't too bored. I apologize for that. I sort of got into investigation mode here. Well, let me see what the questions are. What is the open rail? Is that a website for open railway maps? So they have current interlockings, I'm sure, but I'm not sure if they have something that's this historic. That's the issue. I'm trying to map what they had back in the day with what they had now, and I'm not sure that that they would have that. Let me just see what. Okay, let's see what they. Is this gonna make me install a freaking app or something? Yeah, they don't have the old. That's the problem. That they don't have the. It's a relocated interlocking. What the hell? Oh, at least it has the track numbers on it. That's nice. But at the same point, they do not seem to have interlockings marked or interlocking limits. See, that's one of the problems. This looks very much like something that was started in Europe, and Europe does not have a good concept of interlocking limits. So it's a pretty nice setup there. Yeah, it's really good for right of way tracking, but for signal and interlocking, this does not have a lot of good. It's not a very good reference. Anyway, thank you so much for the info though. This is probably going to be coming useful for something, and it looks like they have very good abandoned railroad support as well. Yeah. Very good abandoned railroad support here, at least in certain areas. But it's definitely got a European feel that's not quite meshing with how U.S. stuff is laid out. All right, anyway, I'm going to say thank you so much. Yeah. I'm going to thank you guys much for coming. Sorry for got a little bit. Hopefully we can get through these in more than like 6 sessions. How many did I get through today? Let's see. I got up to 68. Not great, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be. I think I'm going to. There's a bunch of scenery-related photos in here that I'm going to cut. That I can go through and get rid of those at some point in time. But this should be pretty interesting as we make our way up the old Seattle sub. Yeah, there's a bunch of trash ones. What the heck was he doing? Like, he'd jump out. So this is my friend's problem. He loved jumping out to get photos of the engines at stations. And once when we were at Altoona, he did it, and he got left behind. Now, of course, when you're a worker, you have options. I think he tried to get a freight train back or something. But he just always loved doing that, and up through 2005 or whenever. And here we are into the Seattle area. You'll get where I actually have better coverage. But man, these photos are bad. Probably a not a very great camera. That's the other thing. All right, I'll see you guys next week or next look. So normally I would be up here for something for Veterans Day, but I'm actually just gonna be doing a day trip for that. And I will be. Who did something? I have something on the 13th. Okay. And then I will be back for Thanksgiving, and I'll finish up this, and I'll have some other stuff to do. So, all right, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend. Got a lot of stuff coming up. Just remember, if you go out and if you're domestic, you have the ability to vote. Go vote for Amtrak or whoever is supporting it. Coming up on